Hello, America, from Amherst, Massachusetts, and welcome to Real People.
NBC presents Real People.
In April of 1979, NBC debuted Real People. Viewers weren't sure what they were watching at first. Was it a news program or a comedy? At a moment when NBC was struggling to find a breakout hit, Real People became an unexpected success by doing something television hadn't quite done before. Here are 10 weird facts you might not know. Oh, and have you ever heard of the two women that started an art fad with their butt cheeks? Hey, stay for the bonus and get the full cheeky story.
Say hello to my mother.
Where is she?
Right here.
Number 1. The show was nearly canceled after 1 week. When Real People premiered in April 1979, NBC executives reportedly thought the format was too loose and amateurish.
We have Shah here. We don't have Idi Amin. Is he in Detroit?
Early reviews called it shaky local news with jokes. However, audiences reacted positively to the casual, friendly tone and unusual human interest subjects. By week 4, it became NBC's highest-rated program on Wednesday nights, saving it from cancellation.
Where do you go to school?
I go to Maryland High School. I have a record right now, 24 seconds, a 24-second belch.
Barry had a little lap.
Number 2. The show's talent scouts traveled across the United States looking for people with unusual hobbies, homemade inventions, odd collections, bizarre talents, or eccentric lifestyles. They attended county fairs, local TV stations, flea markets, and small-town festivals hunting for material. Producers reportedly received mountains of letters from viewers desperate to appear on television, with everything from trained chickens to homemade submarines. The stranger the act sounded, the more likely it was to make air.
But a noise is different in that it's nondescript. You can't identify it. That's a noise. A sound effect is describable.
Number 3. As the series became more outrageous, rumors spread that some ordinary people were actually aspiring actors or comedians planted by producers. Skeptical viewers pointed to guests who seemed unusually comfortable on camera or stories that sounded too absurd to be true. While no major evidence ever proved the entire show was staged, the speculation followed the series throughout its run. The controversy ironically made audiences even more curious to watch each week, like peeking into a televised urban legend.
Can we have an average cookie? One cookie?
You like that bag or is it to eat right now?
It's to... In a bag.
Number 4. Sometimes Real People didn't just show something unusual, it captured a nation finding its hero. One segment introduced Americans to Terry Fox, the young Canadian who ran across the country on a single prosthetic leg to raise money for cancer research. After losing his leg at 18, Fox launched the Marathon of Hope, averaging 26 miles a day in constant pain. When cancer finally forced him to stop, Canadians carried on his mission, raising over $12 million and cementing his legacy.
At 22, he became the youngest person ever to receive Canada's highest civilian award.
Number 5. Fred Willard's laid-back delivery wasn't scripted. Fred Willard's trademark, confused everyman persona on Real People was largely improvised rather than written. Instead of full scripts, writers and producers typically gave Willard only loose bullet points or a general premise for each segment. He was encouraged to react naturally to situations, leaning into awkward pauses, gentle misreadings, and offhand remarks that felt accidental, but were carefully controlled. Producers later said that no one else on the show could fake not trying the way Willard could.
I wasn't sure if one of these little girls could handle a real man. I'm okay with this.
Number 6. Skip Stevenson wasn't playing a character. Unlike many TV hosts of the era, Stevenson appeared on Real People almost exactly as he was off camera. Producers later said he required little coaching because his laid-back confidence and quick wit translated naturally to unscripted television. Stevenson didn't rely on punchlines as much as timing, often letting moments breathe before delivering an offhand remark. This understated approach helped ground the show's more eccentric segments.
The price of that paper's going up, too, isn't it?
In my case, I'm blessed because I use hot toilet paper. I steal it from the hotel.
Steal it from hotels?
Number 7. There was a regular feature on bathtub racing leagues. In multiple episodes, the show spotlighted a Canadian bathtub boat race, in which people literally motorized bathroom tubs and raced them in water. Audiences assumed it was comedy, but the event was, and still is, real. The hosts were genuinely baffled by how seriously competitors took it. Footage from real people is still used in local Canadian tourism promotions today.
What drives these daredevils of the North?
First prize today is going to be $7.50.
Number 8. A Real People segment traveled into Indiana farm country to find an unlikely local legend, a retired elevator operator known as the Disco King of Fort Wayne. Harry Paul, 67 years young, spent his days driving his wife to and from late-night shifts, then used the extra hours to transform himself into what the show jokingly called the John Travolta of Fort Wayne. Dressed head to toe in disco fashion, Harry treated dancing as a serious art form, insisting that real boogie required discipline, timing, and respect for the music.
What is the reaction of most of the people in town to your being Disco Harry?
They think it's great, and they think it's marvelous at my age to get out there and boogie like that.
Number 9. The show sparked the creation of That's Incredible on ABC. ABC executives saw NBC's ratings jump and immediately rushed That's Incredible into production to compete. The two shows shared many thematic similarities, ordinary people doing extraordinary things. The networks quietly monitored each other's filming schedules to avoid covering the same stories in the same week. Industry media at the time called it the first reality TV ratings war.
This is Eldrick Tiger Woods, and Eldrick is an accomplished golfer. Incredibly, Tiger here is only 5 years old.
Number 10. To go straight with his life, one man decided he had to ride it entirely in reverse. One segment profiled Wrong Way Wooten, a former car thief who reinvented himself by pedaling his bicycle backwards through city streets for up to 150 miles a day. Riding with mirrors, radios, lights, and even a television mounted to his bike, Wooten called the stunt his rebellion against normalcy. The show framed his backward journey as both absurd and redemptive, ending with his bold promise to ride the bike in reverse all the way to California.
How did you get started doing this?
Well, this is my rebellion against normalcy.
Now for a bonus. A Real People segment celebrated one of the strangest art trends of the era by spotlighting bun prints, a playful form of impressionist art made by sitting on painted paper. Inspired in part by earlier copier prank notoriety, commercial artists Linda Vance Egan and Susan Van Dillen turned the idea into an exhibit at a Toledo, Ohio art festival. The show cheerfully cataloged their creations from bird buns to ballerina buns, presenting the work as equal parts gimmick, humor, and pop art.